Hi guys, so I recently ordered this pancake pan from Amazon because I had seen something similar on NordicWare.com, and this obviously is a little more costly. This one is a similar look. It has like little smiley faces. And I think this one was just over 20 bucks on Amazon. And it had a lot of good reviews, so I'm like, okay, I'll grab this one, try it out. And if I'm good at making these kind of pancakes, I will buy some more probably on NordicWare because I do like their product. But this one has like little smiley faces. And I want to see how etched they are going to be. And these do not feel super etched, but maybe that's a good thing because it's pancake batter. But they're a good size. That's what's also hard to tell when you're online looking at things like this. So it's about the palm of my hand, so I guess like a silver dollar pancake. I don't know what this is made from because a lot of times they'll coat things and they'd say it's, you know, what's this stuff called? Cast iron. It kind of feels like aluminum, but it kind of feels like cast iron too. So it's just not that heavy though. So that's what kind of gives me the idea that it's not cast iron. So sorry about that. I don't know. But it looks like you have to put the handle on yourself. So I'm going to open this up. I'll have the link for it. I bought this obviously myself, but if you're interested in this exact same one, I'll have the link in the description box. And I'm just going to use a box mix today, even though I like to make my own cake mix, like I showed you guys in that last video of how to make a shape pancake. I just have some pancake mix from when I had, oh sorry guys, our RV, and I need to use it up. So basically it came with two what's the thing called, screws, and you only need one. So I am going to go get my screwdriver because this is like an awkward spot, so I'm just going to keep screwing that in with my screwdriver right in there, and I'll get my cake mix ready and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'll get a little bit closer when we start, but for right now I'm just going to turn this on. I'm using my middle grill because it's big. I don't know if you can see that. If I was over here, I don't know how well it would conduct the heat all around, so I'm going to let it heat up pretty good. Right now it's on high, and in the meantime, while I'm just using Krusty's mix, and all it is 1 cup of mix, 3/4 cups of water, so it's not very complicated. So I'm going to let that heat up, and I'm going to mix this together real quick. And I do not have, well, I do have a brush that I use for my baklava, but I don't have one for this. So what I'm going to do is just pour a little bit in one of the wells. That's just oil. And of course, if you use like Pam or something like that, go ahead. But this is the first time we're using this, so we're not seasoning the pan, but we are trying to get it so that stuff doesn't stick. And I just use a paper towel carefully just to get some oil in each little reservoir. So the goal here is, so I have a few of these pans already that I bought back in the day, even from NordicWare. I just don't have it. I don't even know where they are, to be honest. And I never use them because I'm like, why are you supposed to flip these? So basically what you're going to do is put batter in the 6 outer circles, leave the middle one open, or at least leave one open. It doesn't matter which one. And when you go to flip them, you're going to flip the one into the one that's open. And they're going to have different faces on either side. I don't think that's a big deal, but some people like them the same sides. You're going to have to work that out. But it's just easier to kind of, and then get the next one, you know, flipped into an open spot. So I'm going to let that heat up. Again, it's pretty high. It feels pretty hot. So I'm going to turn it down. I might even go into the lower settings because, you know, pancakes, a lot of times I always end up burning the first stack. I never really use a flame like this. I always like to use my griddle. But anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to mix up the mix and we'll try it out. Okay, so I try to get a little closer. I actually haven't finished mixing this. I forgot. No, I just got some in my sweater. I went to reset the tripod where it's at, and I forgot to continue mixing this. So again, you usually leave it a little bit lumpy, but I try to squeeze the lumps out by, like, I don't know if you see what I'm doing. I'm kind of rubbing it against the side of the bowl. You don't need tons of lumps, but and you also don't want to overmix it. And this is very boring pancake mix. Sometimes my aunt, when we were little or something, we got an idea from her, but she would put this stuff in the blender with a banana, like a soft banana or 2, depends on how much you're making. Probably just 1 for this. And this is just the smallest serving that they do. And then you use that, and it's really yummy. So let me see what happens here. Let's try this out. Start in the back. So I'm not filling it up super completely, but almost, okay? So again, they're gonna be like little cakes, almost. And then usually whenever I do my pancakes, I spread it out with a fork to make a nice shape if they're not nice and round. But I'm kind of having to move along, so I'm not able to do that. But they're filling in, so. And it might be a little too much filling, we'll see. So again, like with the shaped pancakes, you're just gonna keep an eye on them. And they're already bubbling, and we're looking for the bubbles, but if you were to flip this, that'd be way too early. So you're looking for the bubbles, but you're also looking for a little bit of that, how shiny it is, to kind of go away, right? So I will be back. Again, it's not super high, it's like on medium-high heat, maybe medium to low. And once it starts getting really kind of not as shiny on the top, I'll be back and we'll flip them. Okay, it has not been that long, and I want to check, I would say maybe a minute. Look, it's already going to come up. So I'm going to take this spatula, try to flip it in here. See, I knew it. I was like, you still want to be careful with this part. Okay, so that was not that easy, but there it goes. And I'm using a knife very carefully to kind of get under it. This is scary. I guess you have to get used to flipping them in there. Not too bad. I kind of missed it just a little bit. And I even put it back in the same hole. Somebody was just saying it's easier to have one that's open. I don't know why. So I'm kind of just picking it up with my knife just to help me out a little bit. But I'm not gouging, obviously, into the surface. Aww. I don't see what the problem is if you had all the holes filled in, because I'm still flipping them into the same one. They're almost completely cooked already, so this is just to get a browning on this second side. I probably should have flipped them a little bit earlier, to be honest. But let's give another, 30 seconds, a minute, and we'll plate them up. Okay. So yeah, it was about, let's start with this one, since we did that one first. Let me look on the opposite side. So this one I kind of messed up right, because I had started, but it's cooked all the way through, I can see that. So that's great. Excuse me, I'm a little bit sick today. So one side is going to be definitely browner and better looking than the other. So that's why I was like, I guess it doesn't matter when you flip it into another reservoir, because like you're not even going to really get a face on it. Unless you flip it when it's a lot softer, right? Or like still like batter on the other side. So really good. Cooked up just right. They're a little bit thick. Super adorable. So that's it. Put your butter, your syrup, whatever it is. It didn't take that long either. So in a way, they do cook up faster than regular pancakes, and you have 6 at once. So you can have 7 if you really use that middle hole too, right? So for now, since it is new, I'll probably oil it up again, each reservoir, and then go ahead and finish up with my pancakes. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't be afraid of these pans. This was very easy. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now. Just want to show you, I washed it by hand with very little like soap, mostly just water really, because again, I'm not sure if it's cast iron or aluminum, and I'm just heating it up because you don't ever want to just let water sit on something like that. So I just heat it up over a high flame and wait until all the water evaporates, and that's it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I just wanted to follow up with you as far as the care. Alright, we'll see you at the next one. Bye now.